I pray. I pray, but I'm still struggling. Does God hear me? I tithe religiously, but I'm still struggling. Does God hear me? And then I read this book and realized maybe I wasn't listening.
Contrary wins. For those who want to give up but need to know, greater is coming. Buy now on He Did Not.
What up, y'all? So a lot of people have been asking me how to get their music on my brand Vile Hip Hop News. I think I got away. I'm going to start doing music video reactions for independent artists. If you're interested, email me at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com for details.
About Lauryn Hill, man, because the news came the other day that the Fugees and Lauryn Hill's tour was abruptly canceled. The day after that, Lauryn Hill blamed so-called clickbait headlines and media sensationalism for saying that the tour was canceled. She said that some of the dates would continue to go on. Well, Pras actually caught up, or TMZ actually caught up with Pras, and he had something a little bit different to say according, to TMZ. I don't have the video, but I do have what he said, so here it is. I saved her reputation for 20 years by not telling my side of the story, but oops, the cat's out the bag. Now again, Lauryn Hill came out and she said that, tours were still going on in certain places. But when you look at the comments and the stories and the headlines on Twitter, you see 50, 60, 100 people saying, look, I went to a Lauryn Hill show, she canceled. I even gave her another chance, she canceled again. And this is not the first time we talked about this. We talked about this maybe 2 or 3 times. We talked about Lauryn Hill notoriously backing out of shows. I even went to a show to see Lauryn Hill maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it was just something off about it. Like, at the time, she may have been going through some contractual dispute or something with the label. She wasn't finishing the song. She was literally doing like 45 seconds of a song and then speaking some old, I don't know what she was saying. Mm-hmm. There are clips on the internet with her singing, though, but something is off with Lauryn Hill, man. I don't know what it is. What's your thoughts?
I think that people, especially here in America, one thing that no one will ever stop loving Lauryn Hill. Like, she has cemented her name in history as being one of the greatest artists of all time. But people are growing tired of. It's kind of like you got, and our dads aren't this, but you got a dad that's not around. He promises to take you to the carnival, and you waiting by the door to step. You got your shit ready, and dad never shows up. And he calls mom and tell her I'll be there tomorrow. But you just give dad chance after chance after chance, or a mom chance after chance after chance,
right? And
they never show up, and you get tired. And eventually, you stop waiting, and whatever they say is bullshit. I think the people who are fans of Lauryn Hill are they know now. I mean, you got a tour of Word? Yeah, all right, we're not gonna buy tickets, and we starting to see that. You know what I'm saying? That does not take away the love, does not take away the affection, does not take away her legacy and history. But like you said, like you ended, Lauryn Hill got some things that Lauryn Hill needs to deal with. We ain't gonna speculate what that is because we don't know what that is. But there's a reason why she does not come out and give performances. There's a reason why there has been countless canceled shows over a span of years, possibly even over a decade now.
Damn.
Of canceled show after. I've been hearing this shit for a long time about Lauryn Hill canceling shows. And it doesn't seem like it's ever going to go away. You got her group mates now upset and frustrated. People out here frustrated. I believe she has something still going on. The Fugees has a tour going on overseas, out in Europe or the UK. We'll see if that happens. And yeah, man, it seems like just a pattern that will never go away with Lauryn Hill, unfortunately. So we always got the miseducation. We can throw that on whatever our streaming service is. We can enjoy those high vibrational sounds. And I think the 16, 17 bangers is on there. And the other 60 tracks of Fugees got, and we can keep it moving, man.
Right now, one thing she pretty much gave me an excuse. She said, last year I faced an injury that necessitated rescheduling some of my shows. Regrettably, some media outlets fall for sensationalism and clickbait headlines. They have created a narrative that have affected ticket sales on the North American portion of the tour. She said a couple other things, but it's just like, come on, the bullshit.
She created a situation where people don't believe she's going to do any shows anymore. She created that.
Yeah.
She needs to hold herself accountable with all due respect. The media, okay, you very well could have been injured last year. I remember the video where she's like, you better be lucky I'm out here. Like, I remember, I mean, probably talking about that. You probably were injured, but this has happened so many times throughout the years that you can't fool anybody anymore. Sums up. We don't know what it is. We're praying for you, but it's more than just whatever it was on that one isolated day.
What happened to Lauryn Hill? Because that album came out, what, 2001? 2002 maybe?
Shit, nah, let's see.
It had to. It had. I mean, my question is going to be, though, when you find out, you know, when that album actually came out, what in the hell happened to Lauryn Hill, in your opinion? I said it, and I don't know if you can agree. I would say that's one of the best hip-hop / R&B albums of all time, bar none. I love it. You could put it on, and I was saying the other day that, look, imagine if we had 50 replications of Lauryn Hill as opposed to 50 replications of a Little Kim or Nicki Minaj. Things might just be a little different, you know what I mean, in the industry and in certain, you know, our culture might just be a little different. But she just completely kind of just fell back from the music. So what happened to Lauryn Hill, in your opinion?
Miseducated came out in 98.
Oh my God.
98,
wow.
bro. 1998.
I was in high school.
Yeah, and it would be good. It would go down as one of the most classic albums of all time. What do I think happened to Lauryn Hill, to answer your question? I think that in combination with the nasty and the evilness that is in the music industry, her just wanting to do music and create music and realize that it was far deeper than just creating music, it kind of turned her away. On top of, and we don't know, and I say this with the utmost respect, her maybe dealing with some mental health issues. To what level, I don't know. But her dealing with something mentally to where she feels like it's either she can't perform, because she obviously can still sing, she's obviously still talented, but there's something that is stopping her, and it isn't physical, so I'm going to mental, that doesn't give us the same Lauryn Hill that we know and love. Now, we lived in a society back then, thank God, that we didn't get everything about an artist. We didn't know artists' psychological, you know what I mean, makeup or things like that, because we didn't have to see them every single day on the cell phone. We got what we got. Mostly it was music, and we enjoyed the art. We didn't get to see the person. Now we get to see the person more. I wonder if we would have knew a little more if we had that type of technology that we got now. But I don't know, man. I think in combination with the music industry, some things she might have been dealing with from a mental health perspective has the Lauryn Hill we see today, man. But we love her.
I definitely can agree to that. I feel like whatever she found out, whatever she thought the music industry was, it wasn't. And then she's, you know, at the time she said she wanted to focus on her, I think it was her daughter, her son, daughter, her daughter, Zion, I guess at the time. She's grown now. That's what I think. And maybe the pressures of, maybe they wanted to change her. Maybe they wanted to, I'm just speculating. Yeah. I'm just going off my guess here, a hunch. Maybe they wanted her to do a different type of music. Maybe they didn't want her to go down the neo-soul, Afro-centric, conscious, you know, route. Maybe they didn't want that. Maybe they felt like, you know, they wanted her to be Little Kim or Nicki Minaj type, or maybe she didn't want to take her clothes off. I'm just, you know, looking at the way that the industry kind of changed up, you know what I mean? And we got all these replications, you know, of these Nicki Minaj's now. The Lottos and the, you know, even look at Glorilla. Look what they turn her in. She's a straight sex symbol, and you know she's one of the more talented rappers. So I don't want to go in on her on the particular, you know, video, but that's the only thing I can guess. I know she had some tax issues as well early on in her career that kind of followed her. Some contractual issues with music, with the label, and all of that. And you've been in the music industry, you know that like it's not really what you think it is. Once you see how cutthroat it is. Yeah. You see how many snakes, pariahs in it. Some people just lose the love for it. And even like in this industry, you get into it and you know still got the love for it, but you kind of see what it really is, and that people are always just trying to get something from you, and disguising like they want to do something, but they're really trying to get something from you. You kind of like, man, this shit is crazy. This shit is whack.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Stealing your stuff and, you know, bringing people on. Next thing you know, they got a podcast. They don't have to respond to you no more. It's like, damn, dog. Like I thought we was cool. So I can see, I can see, you know, it's business at the end of the day, and I think we all need to keep, you know, sight of that. And business is cutthroat. You know, you have a restaurant open up right here that's been killing it for years. A duplicate is going to open up right across the street and try to cut your throat. Yep, that's just what it is. But I always wish the best for Lauryn Hill, one of my favorite artists of all time. But she needs to be more accountable.